My story starts off super familiar. I started off in a Christian home that was amazing. My parents taught me all about Jesus, raised me up right. I remember growing up really loving the Lord and feeling like I'd encountered him in a powerful way. Through kind of a series of events, when I turned 18, I remember just starting, there was a shift like from living outwardly to really living inwardly, really focusing on myself. And I remember all my decisions kind of started becoming more and more selfish, and I just ended up hurting a lot of people. I was trying to avoid my family as much as I could just because I didn't want any of the accountability. Just really hiding from all the people who would have spoken into my life and would have tried to lead me back to the Lord. Through that process, I remember eventually my family came to me and was like, Jordan, there needs to be a change in your life. Like, we remember who you used to be. We remember that you used to be like such a respectable young man who was pursuing Jesus. And I was just broken at that point in my life. I was depressed and I went to bed every night crying. Like, I just felt so far from the Lord and felt like there was nothing I could do about it. And then I remember coming to a family prayer night. I was still bitter at this point, but I was on the carpet and I remember just having an encounter with the Holy Spirit where I realized that I'm his beloved son. He's well pleased with me and he's proud of me even with where I'm at, which was something at the time I just couldn't understand, but it blew my mind. And then shortly after that, I felt the call to come back to Mount Hope, which was tough because I'd been running for so long. So anyway, I ended up coming back to the church. I remember walking up towards the doors, and the kindest looking guy I've ever seen in my entire life was holding the sign. I've never seen him since, so I'm halfway convinced that he was an angel. But he was holding the sign that said, "Welcome home." And I remember walking in the doors, and it was like all my apprehension just melted off. I remember just falling down. I was crying. I was just like, this is my home. This is where I'm supposed to be. I just so badly had wanted a place where I felt like I was loved and appreciated and where I felt like I can connect with the Lord. And ever since then, it's like everything I've been looking for I've found in this place. I found a real family. I found somewhere where people encourage me, where I can encourage other people, minister to and be ministered to. This has really ended up being my home. I can't say that there's much more that I'm thankful for in life than the people here who believed in me and who championed me and who have really been a family to me.